system. I mean, I have to take from other system and I have to dump from.
Okay, fine. So now what I'll do, I'll take some purchase document.
12 o'clock or 11:30, because 2-3 recordings I have to take from other systems.
And meet purchase order display I want. See, these are called tab strips. You want to put like this. Whatever you drawn, that means this. Yeah, you can put it in the selection screen. You can put it.
In this specification, you not mentioned.
No, in this specification, this is not required. 2 blocks.
That's not a problem. So selection screen we have understood, sir.
Okay.
Next, come to the layout. Means out in the output, these are the fields should be there. No?
Yeah, these fields should be there. Okay. First, what you need to put from MSEG, MATNR field should come. Okay. From MARA, BIS, MAT field should come. How you will relate MSEG and MARA? How you will relate MSEG and MARA? Fine. Okay, then MAKTX. How you will relate? So like that, yeah. Just simply by reading that, you just write the select queries.
Sir, all the things should be in single structure or single internal table, so that we can give in the output. No, sir?
Correct. So now what will happen?
Whole structure will be there.
See what you will do. You group all the fields which are coming from MSEG.
Yes.
Further declare one structure, one internal table, get the data from MSEG, keep it aside. Okay, then group all the fields which are coming from MARA.
Okay, sir.
Declare one structure internal table, select the data based on the MSEG material number for all entries in MSEG material number,
Okay.
put it in separate internal table, keep it aside. Like that you go ahead. Okay.
Around 6 to 7 structures will be there, sir.
Yeah, this is very big report actually. Okay. So and yeah, then where you are getting stuck up?
This one also will take, sir. Will you give this one, sir?
Which one?
This are retraction is a marriage, but will you
See, this is something like this is a specification. Okay. In the specification, most of the things will be there, like beginning from the version and all. See, extraction summary, I also not seeing that the material document posting date from MKPF based on the posting date. User, see what you will do, get the material document posting date from MKPF based on the posting date. Posting date means BUDAT. Okay, user, transaction.
all these things are will come in output itself, sir.
Yeah, that means these are the steps how you can go one after the other. Okay.
Just like a hint, sir.
Yeah, just like hints how to go. Okay. So actually the other document is there, no? That is like a functional specification. After that, this is like a technical specification where each and every table and field name is mentioned. Okay.
So we just come down.
Yeah.
That Excel sheet is there, sir. Just click on that Excel sheet, sir. This one. It will open, sir.
No, you use reuse LV grid display only. No, don't go for a hierarchical display.
Output should come like this, no, sir?
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Output should come like this.
Containing all these fields and okay.
Actually, they are using reuse LV hierarchical list.
Yes, sir.
Hierarchical list means, see, this is the header and this is item actually.
Okay.
Hierarchical list is a function module,
Yes, sir.
where you will pass one parent table and one child table. So, for example, we have already done with the smart script, correct?
Yes.
In that delivery, LIKP is the header, LIPS is the item.
Yes, sir.
It has a common relation BBELN.
Yes, sir.
So what you will do, you take the reuse ALV hierarchical list display. For that function module, pass the internal table of the LIKP, pass the internal table of the LIPS, and pass the field name which is common between these two, BBELN. Once you pass that, it will appear more or less like this. See, these are all these material number. These are all come from the header table. These are all will come from the item table. But this is not very convenient. The look wise, it's not very convenient. So it's not. It's rarely used. Very rare. So fine. What I'm saying is, yeah, if you are interested, just try it, practice it. But for this report, you develop with reusable with grid display. Yeah. Okay. So anywhere, if you are not unable to get the relationship between the two tables, you ask me. I'll tell you. Like, see, there are different tables are here. Okay. Anywhere, if you are unable to get the relation between two tables, you ask me.
If you not get the time, we go to another table.
What you not get?
This one table, this one table.
Hmm.
If you not common field,
Hmm.
we go to another. This is also there. This is also.
But common field is there. For all most of the tables, common field is there. What you'll do is, because there is, give me, MKPF and MSEC. You do inner join better these two tables. Okay, once you do the inner join of these two tables, you will get some data which has MATNR, which has most of the details here, works, etc. etc. You take the MATNR from this, for all entries of MATNR, go to the MARA table, get the data. Okay, if you get the MARA, you can go from here to MA KT table and get the description. Otherwise, MATNR is there here also. You can directly take for all entries of this internal table, or you take for all entries of this internal table also. There is no difference. In either way you can do. Okay, but sometimes see, this is a name one T001W. T001W means it's works. MSEC has something called works. MSEC table has plant. Okay, so now what you'll do? Based on this works, go to the T001W. Then you will get this T001W name one. You will get from this work area. Okay, like that. You just first draw the picture. What are the relation between the various tables and what is the common field between these? Then you can actually write the select query very easily without any confusion. Otherwise, it's difficult. Okay. I think there will be somewhere some that drawing also figure also will be there. That is this is amazing.
So we didn't get this specification marks there.
Now see what I'll say is there are some versions and all. Why they require this report? What is the actual thing it will do? MB51 is a transaction. If you go to the MB51 transaction, whatever the material document details it will display. Once you develop this report will also display the same or some field content which is there in that particular standard transaction. So that's what actually the business requirement. This is more or less functional. Okay, don't bother about this.
Then who will give the technical specifications for us?
For you, senior above consultants or your team lead will prepare that one.
That table.
Yeah. But how they will prepare? By seeing this.
By seeing this.
By understanding this document, they will prepare.
Okay, sir.
Okay, the person, those who know about MD51 as well as above tables,
Yes.
they will prepare the table. Okay, so then once you prepare it, you can do it. No, it's easy. By seeing that document, other document, it's easy
If
to
we
do.
see that document, we can understand something, sir. If you see this one, we can't.
Correct. This is. Yeah, this is purely functional. Like they will say it should be there here, it should be immediately, see batch should be placed to the immediate right of the material document. Always we can do no in field catalog we can change it, correct? But what I can say is this is functional. So don't worry about this one. You just prepare. For each and every requirement there will be something called priority and complexity. Okay. So it will be mentioned here, I think. Complexity. Complexity is low and priority is high. Complexity means if the development of this report is very complex or critical, how it is. And priority means how important this report to your customer. If it is a high, it is very important. You need to develop it within very less time.
Okay.
If it is priority is low, then you can take some time. Okay. So don't bother about this. You just try to understand this one. First, draw a table. Have you done this already?
So up
Have
to
you done
internal tables I have done.
Okay.
Means creating
Okay.
the structure and
Hmm.
I have segregated all the tables
Hmm.
which are coming under one
Hmm.
and created the structures.
Hmm.
After that I have to join the
After that, what you need to do? You need to loop. You need to loop the table which is having more number of entries. This one MKPF and MZ, and read each and every table. Inside the loop, what you say? Read this IT Mara into work area Mara with key MATNR equal to. You are already inside this loop of MSEG MATNR. Then if size of is equal to 0, display the materials or append the materials into another internal table. That's what you need to do.
Okay, sir. We need to use for all
For all entries. Yes. For these two, you inner join it. Once you inner join, you will get a table, correct?
Yes, sir.
In the table, there will be several material numbers. For all those materials, you go to the Mara table and collect. No need to collect everything. So if you are already developed, I will try to suggest where you are going wrong. If you can show me that program.
I created this, sir, but that's not here.
Oh, you see one, again they have changed the server. Huh? So that's why what you do, you take the backup of each and every program. After creation of the program, download it into text file, put it in your USB.
Yes. So what I did is,
Mm. Not this one. Mm.
already created.
Mm.
I write the slide query for these two tables. Yes, sir. Based on the material number, get the old material number from Mara table. Yes, sir.
How you are written?
Select.
Mm.
Select. I create a structure, sir,
Mm.
for these two fields.
Which two? This month and
This one and this one.
MATN, huh? Mm.
And what common in this one and this one, that one, and select this one, sir. Based on the material number that input is coming, giving, sir. Based on that one, I select query. I wrote the slide query.
Now, say now what I'm.
Based on the material number means we are getting the input from user.
At the selection you are using the
Yeah,
material
you are
number.
getting input from the user. Sometimes user will give, sometimes he won't give. It's not a mandatory field in the selection screen. Okay. So if he won't give, what you need to do? You need to get all the materials. Okay. Yeah. Done. So both you done based on the selection screen material number. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After that, This one, based on the material number, get the material description from. I wrote another query for this one, sir.
Yeah, correct.
All those things, sir. After this, this one, I wrote the select query based on this condition.
This one and this one. Only for these two you have written. Already you have written for this, no? I'm saying.
But in that he has not considered the remaining fields.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
We are
So,
writing,
so how many times you are going for MSEC? More number of
More
times.
time.
But MSEC is very huge table.
Yes.
Okay, performance will go. So that's why what you will do, you segregate what are the fields coming from MSEC.
Yes.
Select all these at a time. Don't go for the table once again. Okay. Similarly, what I'm saying is better you inner join list. And the PF and MSEC. Put it in one internal table.
Yes.
You will get some data. Okay. So now
Using that table,
you go to Mara, you go to Works, you go to some other table. Okay. You try it.
I tried all those things, sir. But after that, I didn't join anything.
After that,
The server went out, sir.
okay.
That's the problem.
Fine. Actually, I developed one bank application in there.
Oh, yes, sir.
That's wrong. What happened? That around 1 month I sit and I developed. More than that. Okay, let it be. Fine, you try it. I will also do it once again. What to do? Okay?
So in module pool you told that I will explain the tab strip.
Tab strip. So go to now today I'll take you into the SC51.
Okay, sir. This way is better, sir. Direct with this one.
Yeah, SC51 means say actually screen painter. If you have a program, then you can come to the screen painter. You can create a screen here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so in SC38 you should have some program. I'll go get test screen. Okay.
This program is not there, sir.
This program is not there. See. So it's saying this program does not exist. So first what you do, you go to SC38,
We need to
create this. Okay. So now what you can do here, you say call screen. What I put executable program. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. If it is an executable program, also not a problem. You can say call screen 100 or 200, whatever.
Yes.
If you double click here,
It will go to that.
it will go to SE51. But if you don't want to double click, you take this 100, go to SE51, give it here. Now click on create. Both are same. Okay. Similarly, menu painter also when we are setting the PF status. PF status, if you don't want to double click on PF status, you go to SE41, you give the PF status name and create.
I did inner join for 8 tables, sir. That's also went out. And
Don't do
this,
inner join for 8 tables.
no, sir. But I tried. It's work or not. Like,
Maximum 3 tables you try. Okay.
for all entities also, I did so many tables.
That one, sir. In the middle it's there, I think. That one, sir.
Tab strip. Yeah, there is a tab strip wizard in there. I never tried it, but I'll try it now. Let us see.
So maximum number of sessions is 6, right?
Session. That
So that we can
administrator
set.
can set this. That
But
one also.
in IntelliGroup material, it was 9, sir. Defaultly 9 or 8.
That is the maximum. No?
No, sir. Default. You told default is 6.
Yeah, default will be 6.
But they in that material I
That
got that information. Sir.
Fine. Let me check. See, actually, the thing is, here when you are doing a tab strip, I have given 3 tabs. But 3 tabs, system is proposing 3 subscreens
Yes,
and 3 function codes.
Yes. Sir.
Now what you can do, otherwise, if you don't want to use the wizard, see, with this, what we can do, place it here. Okay? So tab 1.
Yes.
Tab 1, double click this. If you want to change the name, you can change it. Here, tab 1 instead of tab 1, you put your name. Okay, double click on this. You double click, then give here the function code. Tab 1. Okay? So now come here. Double click. Put the function code. Tab 2. Actually, this is something like a subscreen area. You can use what you can do. Subscreen area 1. Subscreen area, you drag and drop in this. Okay? So give some name. Yeah, the name is already coming as ref1. If you want to keep this, keep it. Otherwise, if you want to change it, you can change the name. Okay, then go here. Give us some subscreen area to this. It is ref2. Okay, now activate this. Why it was giving error means we don't created still subscreens. Activate instead of syntax errors. Activate this. Come back. Just go to your SE38. So now already you have. Now you read the syntax like call subscreen, including program name, screen name. You create a subscreens, 2 subscreen also you create. Screen number 100, screen number 110, 210, something, two subscreens you create. You put it. So now you have a SAIUCOM. Whenever you click on a particular tab,
Yes.
in PAI, in this module, you capture the SAIUCOM. So this is
Function code is equal to tab 1.
yeah.
Sure.
Show the data, whatever you want. And similarly, if you want to put the radio buttons, you have it right? Radio buttons?
Not yet. Radio buttons and checkboxes.
Checkboxes. See, radio buttons means this one, correct?
Yes.
You put a radio button, and for this, double click on this radio button. If you want to give name to this radio button, give it R1 and give. Okay. Text. So you give the text. This is the description or something, whatever you want to give, you give it. Okay. Okay. Fine. So now,
So you put another.
yeah, radio button always you will put two,
Minimum
two.
two.
Okay. So you give some other text, whatever you want. Okay. Now what you need to do? Select these two. Okay, and put the name. For this we have not given name, correct? I'll give the name as R2. So there are two radio buttons. Select these two. Go to edit, grouping, radio button group, define.
We need
You
to
need to do this. Yeah, you need to group
define
this.
the group.
Then only what will happen? If you select one radio button, other radio button will disappear. Like switching will happen. So like this, you define it, and inside the program, in the global data, declare R1 type C, R2 type C. Okay, so whenever you click this radio button, R1 is equal to X.
Yes.
Whenever you click this radio button, R2 is equal to X. This is how you can use radio buttons. Only the thing is, you just need to do the grouping. Edit, grouping, radio button group. We have already defined it. If you want to include one more, then put another radio button and expand it. Okay, so this is one. Now, checkbox is simple. Yeah, this is the one. You put the checkbox, give the name to the checkbox, maybe C1. Give the description. Description you can give something.
And for that function code will not be there.
No function code. Declare the C1 in your program as a global data.
Okay. Using name as a
Using name. Okay. Similarly, see, this is an input field. There is something called input field. Okay. So till we in the module 2 program, what we have learned is we make it as a dictionary reference. For everything, we are going for a dictionary, and then we are putting the dictionary table. We are taking the field.
Yes.
But if you don't have a dictionary, even then I want the input field. I don't have a dictionary reference. In that case, take this. This is the input field. Put this input field. Okay. So that means in the output, what you can do, you can able to see some input field. So give some name here. So name is input. I'll do. Okay. Declare this input in the program as a global data of length some 10 or 20 type C. So whatever you give here, that will be there in that particular variable. Okay.
It's defining as a parameter like that.
Correct. So now this is input field. Okay. Now if I'll show it to you. It has some syntax errors. Remove this tab. Yeah. See now, if you want to see that, see this is like some input field kind of thing is coming. So give the name. By name you can identify what is the content inside your program. Okay. So this is the radio button. We have defined the grouping. So it was already.
So what is this last icon?
This one. This one is status. Say for example, sometimes what will happen? Just to put an icon, this kind of thing. Whether the update status is update has done or not, that kind of thing. You can do it. More or less. What I want to tell you. Input field. One more thing. Currency. I'll put a text. Okay. So this is a text. Something.
Yes.
So here what I can do, click here, finger point I will do, click here so that it will go to the another link. See in the internet web pages, we'll give a link,
Yes.
we'll click on that. not like a
Hyperlink.
button. Yeah, hyperlink kind of thing.
Yeah.
So to make the text as a hyperlink, double click on this. Okay, you will get the properties. Okay, here in the display, give this respond to double click. Give this. Okay, and now activate. Now execute. Now this appears as a link series.
That hand-like structure will come.
Yeah, underline is coming and this finger point is coming. Hotspot.
Hotspot.
This is called an hotspot.
Yes.
If you click this, a function code should come, correct?
Yes.
Then only you can handle inserts. Which function code will come?
Five.
Otherwise, go to that one.
Which one? Okay. So in the text, for the text you want to give some function code.
Function code.
So see,
Function
function code is disabled.
Yes. What is name is function code.
Yeah, you use the name.
Name as a function.
You use here name as link1. You link one you define in the top of the program. You use when the link is clicked, you use this. How you know when a link is clicked?
Yes. You come. That.
The same problem will come when you use the at user command and at line selection also.
Yes.
So do you find out something how to use both? See, actually in PF status, if you create in the PF status, there is a function key called F2. For F2, you can assign something, correct? While creating a PF status, what I am trying to tell you is, I'm going to open one more session, create session. SC41. See, in this there are so many function keys. Okay, you define a function key for F2. Maybe I'll give A, B, C, D in capital letters. Function code always in capital letters.
Yes.
You give it choose or whatever. Activate this. Put this PF status in your program. You say set PF status, jet test screen or whatever. Right. So whenever you double click, this F2 function code will come. Whatever you have given a function code ABCD for F2 key especially, that will come whenever you double click. Okay, so
we can go for at user command at line selection.
at line selection. That's what you will double click. No, at line selection. This code will come. Okay, so then the next one is here. Here also we are dealing with the same. What we have done? Respond to double click. So when you double click, whatever code you assign to F2 function key, that will be captured in your SIUCOM. If you forget to give any function code to F2, your SIUCOM is blank. So you will not be able to identify how to capture it. Okay. Yeah. So this is how you can use the link. And in module pool, what else are important? Yeah. See, now what you can do is you can make some fields as a display only. Say for example, this is a field. I'll go to the program. I'll say this is not an input field. This is output field. Input field I'll remove. See, this is grayed out. Okay. Even if it is input field, I can say input is not possible. Okay. So then I'll activate, execute, and I'll show you how it appears.
Yes, sir.
If a box is appearing,
But we can't give any input.
but you cannot give any input. It's grayed out. Okay. So and I'll make this is an input field. Input field. Input field I'll do. Input is not for you. Okay. Fine. This is done. Then multiple recommended required.
Required means
Required
it's an
means
obligatory.
tick obligatory mark will come. And then output only is there. See, output only. If you make output only, what will happen? You will not be able to see the box. But if we give something, it will appear. That means the particular for input field we have given a name, correct? In the name, if you pass some value, the value will appear here. Okay? Yeah, so these are some other options which we have not discussed in the class. If you want to increase the screen length, increase it. Screen length if you want to increase, you can increase. Okay? Still if you want to increase furthermore, now what you can do, go to the attributes. Here, see, this is the margins. Okay, we can increase the margin. 136, I'll make 150. More length will increase. Screen length will expand. Okay, and you can also create a dialog box. Dialog box. Which
Normal we have seen, subsidy we have seen,
model dialog box means it's not a screen actually. It's a pop-up which will come in between executions. Say for example, in the pop-up some buttons will be there. It's a small kind of yes or no. In a log of button, you are designing some small screen, small pop-up will come. Yes no buttons will be there. That kind of.
We did the delete that one also. We did that.
No. So we call a function module. We call a function module. In the function module, this will be there. Okay. So this is a model dialog
Pop-up window.
Small pop-up which has some buttons. Okay, that is a model dialog box. Okay, so then
Sir, we just come to AC38.
tell me.
So what are those?
What are the source code? So I'll go to Z del note driver program. Source code means you know already. Correct? What we have written. Variants. Variants we have not created any variant for this program. So variant, what is this variant? See, for example, now I'll execute this. Okay. Every time I need to give this document number, I'll execute. Every time I need to give this document number. So what I will do? Sometimes after 2 months, I forgot what I have given. Correct. So after 2 months, it is buffer now. See, this is called buffer.
Yes.
Now this is buffer is there. So since buffer is there, you are getting this. Maybe if the system is refreshed or something has happened, this buffer will go away.
Yes.
So now at the time you need to search for the 4970
In that table and
you need to come back. Instead of doing that, what you can do, you can save it here itself. Save. Give some name. Save it as a variant. So now see, it's saying variant. Okay, save it V1. Or you do any name, save it. Once you save, there is an icon here. Okay?
Get variants.
Yeah, get variants. Now, after 2 months, you come, whatever it may be the time, you come here, You go here, V1 is there, double click, the value will come to the field, selection screen field. Okay, so this is called a variant. Now, we have created a variant now. Now go to this display. So here, you click this. Okay, so this is what your variant. Now, next one, attributes. You know attributes?
Which is in the program itself. Utilities, attributes.
This. Documentation. Yeah, documentation means sometimes what will happen? You will create a program. User don't know how to execute. You need to tell. You need to write some documentation here, and then you need to tell the user. Click on the particular documentation button. Then you will get the steps how to execute this report. So now I'll create the documentation. So this also in the report source, through report source code also we can go to the documentation. I'll show you how to go. Now let me finish the documentation. So here you give what is the purpose of this report. Purpose is to print the delivery note. Okay, so integration if there, give it prerequisites.
Document number.
Yeah, in SC71 Z del note should exist. You give it like that, you give it whatever you want, the documentation you give it, save it. And other steps also you can write down. How many lines you want, those many lines you can write it, come back. Okay, so now after coming back, now if you activate your report and execute, there is another button here, program documentation. Click on this.
It comes like a F1 help.
Okay, so whatever you give there, it will come. So this is your documentation. So from the program source code, you can say go to documentation. Okay. So go to variant is also there, go to text element is also there. So now if you say the text element, it will come here. You might have
Text and
okay. So here what I will do, selection text, I will put delivery. Okay, activate. So you know this already, correct?
yes.
So these are the buttons. What else?
So yesterday you told loop inside the loop that setup is changing. It's not. Is there any another?
Yeah, you declare one variable.
Instead of that,
No, you declare. What I'm saying is you declare one variable.
okay.
After immediate loop statement, in that variable put the set of x. So what I'm saying, loop at itab is there. Okay, into work area. So after this, what I will do? Now I'll create a variable data, some LV tab x, some variable type site tab x. What I will do? Immediately here, LV tab x is equal to site tab x. So if site of x is 1, 1 will go and store in this. Site of x is 2, next time 2 will go and store in this.
Okay, sir.
No need to give the increment, then use this.
Okay, sir. Inside this loop, another one loop is there.
Inside another loop is there, then your site of x will change, but LV of x will not change.
After coming,
What I am saying is, see, this internal table has 10 records.
okay, sir.
Okay, another internal table has itab. That means inside this loop at itab, we have another loop itab 1, loop at itab 1. So into work area 1. Now what will happen? Now when the cursor is here,
Yes, sir.
first record come into the work area. So site of x is 1.
Okay.
1 we are putting here.
Yes, sir.
So now it comes here.
Site of
Again, this is in this some 10 records are there. In this first record is coming.
Yes, sir.
So site of x is 1. Site of x is 1.
Okay, sir.
Because table index, site of x means table index.
Yes.
It may be internal table 1 or internal table 2 or whatever it may be. Site of x is 1. Okay? Now, again, in this end loop, whenever end loop comes, it again comes here only. Cursor will come here.
Yes, sir.
So again, site of x will 2.
Yes, sir.
It will go here. Site of x will be 3, 4, 5, like this 10 will happen. Now again, it will go to the main loop, header loop.
Yes, sir.
Now, only one record is went. Now, in this loop, it is coming second time. Site of x will be 2.
Then finally we need to get LV set of x. LV tables.
Like that, site of x will change.
Yesterday we were using
Where?
To give the serial number.
To give the serial number, see, I have a space constant here. Site of x is something like which occupies 8 digits.
8 digits.
Yes,
So,
sir.
for serial number, I can't allocate that much space. Only 1 centimeter, I am allocating 3 digits max.
Okay, sir.
You can give the site of x. Not a problem. But I say don't give site of x. Instead of that, put it into a local variable immediately after the loop and then give that local variable there. Even though if you want to give. Okay? Because who know? You are calling inside the loop, you are calling the function module. Maybe inside the function module loop is there. Maybe there. We don't know. So maybe site of its value will change. That's why I have not given this site of x. That's correct. Fine. So yeah. So what shall we do? We will ask some more questions. I will start the smart form today.
What additional things are there?
What additional things? Yeah. Then do one thing. There is a table maintenance generator. Correct? You can create a table maintenance generator. In table maintenance generator, there is something called events. Events. Say for example, I have created a table, that student. For the student table, I have created a table maintenance generator. But I will use some data, I click on save. But before saving, I just want to check whether the student number is greater than 10. Or student age is greater than 10. I just want to check before saving into the database. Where to do this?
We are not writing any program over there.
Correct. So that is a table maintenance generator. For this, there is something called table events inside the table. Okay. So how to go for the event? I will tell you. You try to implement. So go to SC11. Go to G table. Don't write events for the standard tables. Go this. Then maybe I'll take this employee ID.
Sir, it's not there, sir.
Any table is there, G table, maybe someone has created, let us see. So many are there.
But all are that in Word server, sir. Recently we have not created any table now, sir. Recently.
No, any others, maybe some other people would have created, no? Z, M, group, let us see some. This is SAP table. No, 2005. Somebody has created in 2005. The server is there till 2005. Good. So let us see the data. No data. Maybe I'll change it. This is okay. So utilities, table contents, table maintenance generator. Let us see. Maintenance is allowed also.
Yes.
JK user 134. Last change is 134 is who?
Yes. You done things, sir.
Okay, create. See now some table maintenance generator is already there. Authorization group is also there. Fine, let it be, not a problem. Now what we'll do? You go to the table maintenance generator, utilities table maintenance generator, then utilities or environment modifications generate. Go for this. Okay. So then if you go for this, what will happen? Request completed without errors. Environment modifications. Yeah, sorry. Environment modifications events. Now go to the events. It will create the events. Now it will give the list of events. So now see. This is something like I'll go on a chain mode. Notice want to put the max. It's come in a chain mode. I'll put the new entry. Okay. So now here you give a there are several events now. So when the event should trigger, before saving the data into the database, that's what I have given you an example. Before saving the database, I want to check the student age is greater than 10 or something. So after saving the data into the database, if you select this, what will happen? The data will be saved. But if you want to do something after the saving data, it will be helpful sometimes. See, after saving the data, what I want to do, I want to get a confirmation. Okay, so some use will be there. Then only the event will be there. Okay, then the next one. Before deletion of the data displayed, so there are several events. You read the description of the event, and based on the description of the event, select any event. So for the time being, I'll select this event. Okay. Then here form routine. Form routine means here I'll say get what is that validation. Give some name. Press enter. When you press enter, here there is an icon. Okay. Now click on this icon.
The editor screen will come.
And write the code in that. So it's asking where I create. Shall I create in this program or shall I create a new include or whatever? You create a new include. Now editor will open. Here you write it. Where to write? Here you need to give form. What's not a form?
Slow.
It should come out. Cursor should come out. Okay. So now what you need to do here, put your form. You have given some form name there, correct? While creating the entry, get validation or something. Give that get validation and end form. And in between this form and end form, you write the code. Activate this, and this event will trigger before you put a breakpoint here. Otherwise, so when before saving a record into that particular database, the cursor will come here. Okay. So get validation. I'll say end form. I'll give breakpoint. Okay. So now let me activate this. Now what I want to do, I want to create an entry. So utilities, table contents, create entries. New entry. ID number 123 and personal number 446. Save it. Call perform to a non-existing routine. It's not activated properly. C11. Why cannot be processed? Okay. So I think this is not activated.
I think that table is not there, I think so.
Fine. So actually the process is this. You try with your G table. I will try to activate this function group. This is an active, correct? Now it is activated. Let's it's going for a debugger. Okay. So that means the cursor is going inside the uh, our platform. So you write your code here. Okay. So this is one important thing actually, which I have not learnt in my class when I'm learning SAP. After going into that actual real time work, I learned this. I don't know when some event will do it. And I will give you some exercise. You try to do it. I want to put an image here. How to put? I want to put a car or some image you download it from Google. I try to put it here. Can you put it?
So it's an initial screen, no, sir.
In an initial screen, I want the image. See, instead of SAP demo system, best run demo, this IDS ERP, I want an image here.
So we need to go the system status and that screen,
Right.
and that screen, and we need to edit that screen.
You know how to add the favorites, correct? Say for example, what you can do is, this is the initial screen, correct?
Yes, sir.
What you can do, right click, insert transaction, I'll say S11. I'll put a transaction. So that tomorrow when I come here, this will come, I'll double click, I'll go to S11.
Directly there.
Direct.
Yes, sir.
This is something like favorites. We'll,
If you put an image in there, if you double click,
I think
right.
it should be done in model pool, no, sir.
no, not required. There is a SAP standard transaction is there.
To create
Find out what is the transaction. In the transaction, it is something like SE78, you can upload the image directly and put it here. Okay? So try it.
Sir, one more thing, sir. We just come to that ALE, sir. SALE.
SAE.
SALE. Sir, basic settings. Create logic systems. Create different logical systems. New entries, no, sir. New entries. We will create send and receive RS. To create after while saving, sir, it's asking request.
Yeah, it will ask. It will ask because
We
thing
just
is,
create return exception.
because it is the
Something weird. Save. Does not match SAP recommendation.
okay.
Sir, yeah.
Sir, continue. Sir, no?
Sir, well, I'm in my user, it's not taking the request, sir.
Say what?
Yes, sir, I have shown to you, no?
Say,
but after that, I try
what will happen? What will happen? Sometimes your requests are localized requests. Say how you have created a request. That's also important. Go to the SE10. Okay. Go to the SE10. There are 4 types of requests you can find out. Customizing requests, workbench requests, transport of copies, and relocations. There are 4 kinds of requests.
Yes.
So customizing requests are something like whenever SAP is customizing, then this kind of transport requests are used. Workbench request we will use. ABAPers, whatever they develop, all the things will go and save in workbench request.
SEAD.
Not, I can say, yeah, fine. You can also say whatever you develop in SE80, that will come and store as a workbench request. If your request is a workbench request and still if you want to save it, it won't save.
How to change that?
You create it, no? You put only one, create. Now it's asking which request shall I create, customizing, continue. You say test. So now a request will be created. Okay, so this is test. This is your request number. What is this? This is a customizing request. Like that you create. Okay. If customizing is not working, you need to create a workbench request and give it. It will take. This is also important. And now one more thing. Say what again? Yesterday I told you how to give the conditions.
Yes.
Correct? SO10. But while I am saving that SO10, it not asked me whether to save it in a local object or
Nothing gets asked.
correct. You already I think done the conditions you have created.
We have
So it will never ask what to do, how to save it or something. Where to save it? Now I saved it. Done.
Defaultly,
Now what to do? I want to transport this. If I want to transport an object from development system to quality system, I should put this in a transport request. Then only it will move. But it is not there in transport request. I want to move it to the quality. How to move? Okay. For this, there is a program called, if you go to SE38, there is a SAP standard program RSTX TXTRAN. This is a SAP standard program. Take this program. Remember, you need to remember some few programs. There are not many. So take this program, execute it. What is the name of your text?
Z condition.
Give it. You can also give the text ID and language. Execute. Text name Z conditions. Correct. Spelling might have given wrong. SO10. I'll take this, get conditions, copy and paste it here. Execute. So now it's coming up. Okay, so get conditions. Text object is text, ID is ST, language is EM. So select this, press enter. Okay, once you press enter, it says transfer text to correction. Click on this. Transfer text to a correction? Yes. Now it will ask you TR, transport request. Now click on the one request. Just now I have created customizing request. So I'll select that request, save it. So one text is transferred to this TR, transport request. Now transport the transport request, this text will go. Now this is how you can transport a text which is generated in SO10.
Sir, those conditions will given to the customer. Means, sir, if we have created a program for one shop, he will handle that condition part.
Condition, no. He will give it to you every time.
Every time he will give. We need to upload the condition.
If he handle your job, he is in trouble.
No, sir.
That means some part of the say actually what those people will do, they will send a word document, whatever. We will do the things, we will send it. Because
What I am asking you, sir, every time that the condition may vary and changes, sir. In the selection, we will if you have some 3 to 4 type of conditions. Means if you select this one, these conditions should be we can give that one, sir. While entering the Veblan number, means that billing document or delivery number. One more screen means one more field we can create, and if you give that condition number, what are including that condition number, we have to be come in the report. We can do this, sir.
yeah, you can do. Say for example, I will tell you how to use this text dynamically. That's what you were dynamically how to use.
Yes, sir.
So generally we will use this text dynamically when you are translating a script in 2 different languages. For example, we have already created that ZDL note
Yes, sir.
in English language.
Yes.
Now I want to create it in a German language. So script is client dependent and language dependent. So if you have created script in English language, that means you should also create the script in a German language, then only they can see it. Okay. So now see what I'll do. Only I will just do the heading part. Remaining part you try to do in the same manner so that you can translate the script. So heading, I'll create a text here. Text name is Z heading. Text ID ST language E and I am putting. Click on create. Go to change editor.
Why it's asking again and again? Record option.
Okay, so now here I'll just give the paragraph format. Okay, paragraph format will not come here because this is separate. This is separated from the script. But what you do, you give it a paragraph format. For the heading, what paragraph format we have created?
P1.
P2. P1 is default paragraph and P2 is a
Heading. Yes.
for heading. Okay, so I'll give the paragraph format P2. Heading, what we have given? We have given in delivery note, shipment note. Right? So I'll give here shipment note. We'll save it. So I don't know the shipment note in German language how they will write. Okay. So let me go to the Google and find it out. What is the shipment note translation in German?
Not free.
And there is Google tool, no? Google.co.in. Generally, these translations also customers will provide. More translate shipment note. Value. I want to see this in German. I think
This one, sir?
yeah, this is the one. Okay. So shipment note means this one in German.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'll take this. I'll go to my standard this one. Here I'll give
D.
same name but
Yes.
create. Go to change editor. So here I'll give the German translation. Paragraph format is P2. Now save it. It's saved. Now go to SE71. Which one?
You understood, sir. If you log in this in German language, it will show German.
It should show. Okay, go to SE71. Go to the ZL note. We have done this in English. Now what I will do? I'll put here D and create. Because in D it's not there, I'm creating. Once it creates, what will happen? All the layout, everything will be copied, and inside the layout something will be there. No, some inside each window we are writing some. All the code is copied. Okay. So once the code is copied, now go to the layout.
In condition that will come.
In the heading, I want to put, not the condition. Okay, so now go to the heading. Okay, and here I want to edit this. See, it's not possible to edit. You can edit the layout, paragraph formats, etc. in the original language. That means whatever original language is the one in which the script is created for the first time.
Yes.
We have created in English language. So that is called a script original language. So you can edit the layout and etc. etc. I'm not saying the window content. Window content here also you can edit. If you go here, window content will come. Window content you can edit, not a problem. But layout settings, paragraph formats, character formats, these things you cannot edit. You can edit only in the original language. Inside contents like cell organization address and all, you can edit, not a problem. So where I want to go now? I want to go to the heading. So let me take you into the heading.
Sir, otherwise close this one, sir. That's why it's called medium.
Okay. So whatever shipment note we have given in English language, the same thing is coming up here also, in German language also. Okay, what I will do? Go to change editor.
Something problem has occurred.
Yeah. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'll remove the shipment note. I'll remove this also. Insert text, standard text. So what is the name? Name of the standard text?
Heading.
The heading I think. ST and I will use the language DE. So I am putting this here.
Yes.
Okay. So here what is the language? Language DE. So what I will do here, I'll remove this DE and I will say SYST hyphen SPIS.
Systems management.
System login language. System login language. Now in which language I have logged in? You are logged in English language. So it will take Z heading STEN in standard text. What is there inside EN? Shipment node is there.
Yes.
So shipment node will come.
Yes.
But if the user logged in German language, that means when he is logging in, he has given a German D. Then what will come? German language, whatever the text we have given, that will come. So this is how you can put it. This kind of system symbol, there are so many system symbols are available. So if you want to see all the system symbols, you go to the insert symbols, system symbols. So there are, see now here SYST is there. I have taken that from there, SYST. What I have taken? SYST.
This one, language. Silent.
Language, correct? So you can check it. A, B, C, D, E. Language means SPAS, correct?
Pass.
Language is there, I think. Yeah, language. Language key of the current text environment. This is a language. Okay, let me check Splash is there or not. SP.
No, sir.
SP R. SPO is there. SPR is not there. SP is there. It's not there, no? So what I'll do, I'll give SYST long button. I give here SYST long. Come back. Accept. Okay. Now where you have changed? You have changed the heading in heading window content in German language.
Yes.
Is this changes reflect in English language?
Yes.
No, it will not reflect.
It's independent.
But if you do the changes in English language and then come to create DE, then it will be copied. See, in the beginning what we have done, already something is there in English language. Then we came here, we put DE and click on create. Entire thing has copied. So once it is copied, then onwards you need to do changes individually in all the languages. Only once, when you are copying first time, the entire code will be copied, whatever may be the language. After that, if you modify in German, it's not that it is also the same in English. You need to go to the English language, you change that also. If you have created a French, you go there also and change.
Okay, sir. If we change in English language, it will not reflect on
It will not reflect. Only for the first time when you are copying, it will copy entire thing. Okay, so I'll go click on change. Okay, so here what I'll do, I'll go here, go to the heading window, change mode. Go to change editor. So here also I will try to insert the text, the same thing, the changes whatever I have done in the German language. Here also I want to do the same. So I'll say insert text standard heading. Maybe you give English, for the time being letter will change it. So what we'll put here? SYST long. Combine. Add to it. Combine. SE38 I'll go. I'll execute the program.
driver.
This LP01 every time I'm giving. I want to make it default. How can I make it? So here shipment notice coming up. Okay. So then what I will do? I will log in once again. Tell me what is that? JK on let it go.
Sir,
So again you have entered English only.
So now log in the German language.
So continue. Second one.
This is 38. Go to the driver program and execute. Now these people, German people, how they look into their study. Like this. Now this is how translation. Like, see, these things you need to translate. Whatever the field content, so all these are field contents. No need to translate this. Whatever the literals, these are the literals we are hard coding in the program. You need to translate all those and put it.
And field content will
Come from the tables. Okay. So yeah, this is how you can translate a script.
So if you entered in German language, that table content also will show in that means that fields.
Field
Fields
content,
also in German language.
sometimes some numbers, everything. Material description.
Yes.
It will material description while bringing, say for example, you need to take the MAKD table sprash is there, correct? That sprash you need to write a select query style on it. Then logging on based on the logging on which it will take the description. But if you are taking from the LAPS-ARKTX, whatever is there in the table, that will okay. Fine. So this is how you can translate. Actually, see, there are many things in a script itself. If you want, I can take another 2 or 3 verses. Say for example, a standard script is there. How to copy a SAP standard script into our customized. Okay. After the smart form, what I will tell you is, see now, your functional consultant will not come to SE38 screen and he will not execute. To give the delivery, there is a transaction. To make the delivery, the transaction is VL02 or VL03. This is the delivery schedule and delivery related transactions. Okay. Your functional consultant will go here. He will give the delivery document number here, and he wants the form which you have prepared to come out here. We will see how to integrate our own developed forms to SAP standard things, SAP standard transactions. Okay. So slowly we'll go it. But the thing is, debugging of the smart form in depth, if you want, again, it will take some more time. Correct? In translation, like you do it. Next, what else is there in the script? There are 4 types of symbols available in the script. You have seen the system symbols, correct? Similarly, there is something called program symbols. Program symbols are nothing but the variables which you have declared in the program. Say, for example, counter you have declared in the SE38. So, inside the script, if you go to the insert symbols, program symbols, the counter, whatever you declared there, all those lists will come. Okay? So, we went to insert symbol, system symbol. Remember? Just now. So, like that. And then there is other thing, there is something called standard symbols. There is a table called TTD-TZ. TTD-TZ. This is a table, okay, which stores some symbols. And this is open in German language, I believe. Yeah, fine. So anyway, you can understand the concept here. There is something called sprash. Sprash means one yes. This is a variable name. This is a variable value. Okay. Now what I will do, I will go to the utilities. What is that utilities? Utilities, table contents, create entries. This is SAP standard table, even though it will allow you to create the entries. And see what kind of table it is. It is a pool table. Okay. So utilities, table contents, create entry. It's saying table is a cross client. Okay. Now what
So
I
what
do?
is meant by cross clients?
Scan means the table does not have a main entity field.
Okay.
Okay, so if you go to if you log into another client, the same data is there. Please be careful. That's what it is saying. Okay, so now I'll give here language. Language I'll give English. Symbol name I'll give jet heading. Okay, symbol value I'll give shipment mode. Okay, and next enter I'll give BE and symbol name jet heading, same spelling and something ASDF something is there, like that thing you give it and save it. Now you call this symbol value, you write in ampersand, you write Z heading. In English language it will come as a shipment node, in German language it will come as something else. So you can do it like this also. From this TTD TC table. Okay, so this is another way. Fine, and there is something else. There is another thing called SE63. There is a translation tool. SE63. This is called a translation tool. SAP is providing the translations. Say for example, if you want to translate the selection screen text, you can translate it into German language or French or Japanese. Otherwise, if you want to translate the data element field labels, you can translate it. Whatever you want, transaction code related text. Any text you can translate using SE63 transaction. Okay, so SE63 transaction will do same as that of what I'll show you now. I'll show you how to do it. Maybe see these things are very simple, small things, but it will take lots of time and it's important too. Actually speaking, I cannot say them in the class or I cannot avoid them. If I avoid, no. But these topics and all, it will not come into your regular syllabus. The regular syllabus itself will take so long time. Okay, but if all these things will consider, the course will take lots of time. Fine. So now,
But in the real time, these things required us.
yeah, these things are required. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll go to the text elements, click on change. I'll go here, I'll create a text symbol. You know creating a text symbol, right?
SYXT.
Text symbol in report. I'll give 001 some text. Okay. So text symbol I have given. So now I'll go to the program, source code I'll go. How do you use that text in the messages and all? What you can do, you can use that text. Say if size of is equal to 0, you can write message 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 I002 of length, some of type C file, type value text hyphen 001.
Yes.
Text hyphen 001 means it will see the text which we have created in the text element.
Yes.
Now, if I see in English language, the message will come as a text. But same report somebody executed in German language. They don't know what is a TEST. Correct? Text. So for them it should appear in German language. What you should do is you should translate the text to the German language. So again, message type. It's not type. And it will give width. now what you need to do? Go to text elements. We have already created the text element. Now go to translation. Go here. From which language to which language? From English to German you want to translate. In English what you have given? Test. T-E-S-T. See in Google or somewhere else and find out what is the synonym. Yeah, in German language what is the synonym for the test? Maybe something else. Put it. And see what is the program title? We have given print program for the delivery node. What is the synonym for this sentence in German language? Put it here. And save it. Okay? And come back. Now if you go in the German language, whatever you have given in the translation, that will come there. So this is how you can translate text element. Fine. So maybe we'll stop. We'll continue tomorrow morning with smartphones.